Do you know what you're doing after high school? Do you have plans for the future? Students who graduate from Davison High School can be prepared for both college and a career. CTE programs and classes at Davison High School introduce students to not only their career, but teaches them technical and in-demand job skills.
I think it's important for kids to take a CTE program at their high school in order to involve them in different aspects of things that they can choose in terms of career and college choices.
CTE courses should be offered to all students. If students are careful in their preparation, they can take high academic standards. Davison standards are as high as anybody's. Plus, they would have the opportunity to learn a skill. And we have a lot of outstanding students with high academic GPAs taking CTE classes.
Students tell us that the reason they enjoy CTE programs is, number one, they're working with the latest technology, the tools and computers required in today's labor market. Two, they tell us that they enjoy active learning. They like to get and do hands-on activities. They like to get involved in teamwork and problem-solving activities. Three, they like to get articulated credit. Courses they take in high school and in CTE programs are articulated, and students can actually get credit at Mott, Ferris, and Baker colleges.
CTE programs really walk a parallel line with college programs. It's important for kids to understand articulation and what that means.
Articulation credit is when they are allowed credit in the college that they're going to. It is more of a direct route, and they do not have to take that class, so financially and time-wise it's a tremendous benefit to the students.
A student, goes through a career and tech ed program at Davison High School and can have 15 or more credits in college. What's done every year is there's a review of our programs that say, okay, we're teaching this accounting and we're covering these concepts. If a student gets a B or better in our class, that means they enroll at a Baker, a Ferris, a Mott, and they receive that same class in 3 or 4 credits. And that's important for kids to understand. It's off the payload of the parent, and it's off the stress load of the student, because they can learn in an environment with their peers that they're much more comfortable with and not have to go off to college to pay and do things in a different setting.
Students choose different career areas by their interests. We do MOIS, which is a career interest area, and kids have an opportunity to take those, and they can actually get hands-on experience working with children, working with automotive, CAD, we have an outstanding CAD program, and they actually get to do projects in the class doing those activities that they said they were interested in.
The responsibility of the CTE teachers is not only to teach them skills, but to also prepare them to enter the labor market and to be prepared for college.
One thing is they gain specific skills. They learn how to do things and they develop confidence by doing. We have some outstanding programs here with some outstanding teachers, and by the end of the year you can see the kids' confidence really elevated.
The CTE classes they're more teamwork. You work with more people, you work with groups a lot, and it's a lot of teamwork, and it really helps you prepare for the world that's coming up.
There's so many different classes available to meet the needs of different kids. Not everybody, thinks that they're going to be an auto tech, but they need to find out. So if they take an auto tech class for a semester or for a year and they find out that's not the field for them, then they haven't wasted countless job opportunities or searching and countless tuition payments on something that they really don't want to do.
Career and technical education classes at Davison High School include business management and accounting.
My name is Amy Bell and I'm a teacher at Davison High School. I teach the business management and administration courses. This course gives students an understanding of business and technology.
My name is Teresa Matroka, and I've been teaching here at Davison for 32 years. Basically, I teach BMA, which is business management, and I also teach accounting 1 and 2.
Marketing and small business ownership.
My name is Matt Ames. I'm one of the marketing teachers here at Davison High School.
Auto tech.
My name is Charles Graham, and I'm one of the 2 automotive instructors here at Davison. Been here for 25 years.
My name is George Johnson. auto instructor here at Davison for 29 years.
Child care services at the Cardinal's Nest.
My name is Marilyn Strader, and I'm the director of the Cardinal's Nest.
Architectural and engineering design.
I teach, actually, there are 5 classes in the drafting and design area.
Woodworking.
Name's Louis Renner. This is my 3rd year here at Davison High School, teaching woodworking and drafting.
And also working part-time and co-op positions throughout the community. My name is Tom Benton. I'm the co-op coordinator at Davison High School. Starting in the 9th and 10th grade, students can start taking CTE programs in semester classes. They can take Introduction to Business, Introduction to Auto Tech, Introduction to Drafting, Child Care, and Introduction to Woods.
Why would somebody want to wait to find out the types of things that they're going to be good at? You know, really to have an opportunity in high school among your friends, among your peers, to discover and enjoy things that you can share together is really where it needs to be done.
Yeah, my parents really do encourage me to take the CTE classes because they know that it's really going to help me out for my future plans and what I'm going to go into.
If they take them in high school, they're going to know a career quicker, I think, than they would if they waited, and it's pretty expensive after high school to experiment like that.
There's a lot of opportunities. You can have a good head start on a lot of college classes by taking the classes we have here.
I already got high school experience, and if when I go into college and take business classes, I'll have the experience I've already needed, and it helps me out more.
I'm going to Kettering University for engineering next year, and I think I'll have a head start on everybody by going through what Davison's got here. We got the newest computers. We've always got the newest software every year, and we get a really good head start on everybody.
The state mandates, in order for us to receive funding for career and technical education programs, the state tells us what equipment we have to have, and who dictates that is the business and industry, the advisory committees that say, you know, if you're teaching an accounting classroom, you have to have this software, this program, and it has to be, you know, this version.
And CTE teachers are prepared. They have experience in the field. They also stay in touch with the labor market by working with local advisory committees.
We work through, that advisory team consists of local business people. When we put kids out into the field that are still in high school, we ask those employers, we say, what is it that you need? You know, if this kid's going to go into this field, what is it that you're expecting of them?
The BMA courses give an advantage to students because we work with the computer technology. We advance them in their typing skills and working with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, which is all being used in college and in real world.
Business usually is divided. We're working with people, selling, retailing, management, running them, plus doing the numbers. And the accounting aspects of it expands their knowledge in those areas, and they will learn actually how to do the credits and debits and run the books.
I would like to take a look at it. It's like so many other classes that we offer here and that are required is basically we have a smorgasbord of opportunities. And if a student is willing to take and put in the time and effort, you will take and gain far more than just simply doing the minimal requirements.
Now when you take your car into, say, Handgraf or Waldron for service, first thing they do is hook it up to a computer. They do a diagnostic program. A student needs to know that. That puts them ahead of everybody else.
But cars today, if you don't know electrical electronics, you won't be an auto technician because they're headed that way very rapidly. It's in the news all the time about hybrid cars, so we got to get you used to volts, ohms, and amps.
Students take the child care services because they have a real desire to either work in that area or possibly go into teaching or working in the humanities field. And they get actual hands-on with the young children.
I knew I wanted to work with children since I was probably about 7th grade. I had a teacher who really, you know, we had a great teacher, really liked her. Thought that's where I want to go from high school.
I think the teacher cadet program is one of the most outstanding opportunities for kids in our high school. And it gives them actual hands-on, a couple hours a day, working with the teacher, seeing the activities that a normal teacher would do day to day. And when they're done with that, they know if they want to go in that field or not.
Did you know that 50% of all jobs are marketing related?
Just any career that you can think of needs promotion, needs advertising, needs somebody to go out and sell it. And so if you feel like that's the kind of job that you're looking for, marketing is the program that you want to be involved in.
Jobs that are available are in advertising, e-commerce, retail, and a variety of other types of businesses. So if you're not sure what you'd like to do, or if you would like to go into something business related, you definitely should enroll in one of the marketing classes.
Students take co-op to go out and earn money, which helps with their self-esteem. Plus they get to be mentored by an employer, and the skills that they learn are different than what they would learn at school normally, and they get to see the daily activities in the business.
It's kind of important in a lot of areas now because the workforce is going to be a more high-tech workforce all the time. There are probably fewer design jobs now than there used to be, but a designer has to know everything now. A designer has to know how to not only draw the part, but they have to know how to put that simulation into the part. They have to know how to make sure the part can be built. They have to do a lot of work like that. So it's really more of a high-tech. The beginning drafting is important just for anybody to have some understanding of the graphic language, how to draw things, how to communicate what you want on a sheet of paper, even if it's manual or on a computer.
There are a lot of opportunities for students to excel in leadership in career and tech ed classes. Kids get a real good chance to become a leader, pave their way again for college in the direction that they want to go in.
What should students do if they want to take a CTE class? What I would do is look at their career interest area with the MOIS, look at what kind of hobbies and activities they like to do, and try it. I would definitely try it, especially when they're in 9th and 10th grade, because they'll have an opportunity to expand on the knowledge later in their high school career, such as being licensed in automotive or going on co-op or being a teacher cadet. Those kinds of activities are invaluable to a young student.
Everyone at Davison, all the students, have an opportunity to take CTE programs and classes. Most of the classes are just 1 hour, the business to marketing classes. Some classes are 2-hour blocks, like the auto tech, but with proper planning and looking at your 4-year EDP, most, if not all, students should be able to fit in at least 1 or 2 CTE classes during their high school career.
CTE teachers have an ability to say to students, this is what it is like in the business market. This is what they're going to want you to do. This is where you need to be responsible. This is what's important, because they come from it.
Students that take CTE classes can work and make a higher wage while they're going to college, and they may choose to go in that area and study, or they may not. But because of the higher wages, there's less financial need put on the parents.
Of all the students involved in CTE, there are approximately 350 each year, mainly juniors and seniors. When they leave high school, 85% of those students are continuing on either in a career or college in that related field.
I plan on going to Lawrence Tech once I graduate high school to get my degree in architecture. So these classes I've taken will end up helping me out because I'll already know the programs and some of the basics about what I need to know for architecture.
I think from this class I feel very confident to take another marketing class in college. I feel like my knowledge for this class has really helped me along.
It gives you a broad education on everything that has to do with business, so when you do decide on a career, you can know whether or not which one you want to do because you've learned about all of them.
CTE programs are going to prepare you for a certain technical position.
Students at Davison like the CTE classes because of the various interests that they have, and they get to meet a need within themselves. Plus they're taught something specific about a career. And when they do that, they're motivated, their grades go up, they improve their attendance, and they just do a more outstanding job.
I think students really enjoy the active involvement that they get. The fact that there is a definite say in deciding the outcome of their class. They get to work with the community, they get to understand what the business market is looking for in terms of their skill set.
Ideally, take advantage of some of the programs that we have here.
The advantages of taking CET programs in high school is that you're prepared not only to advance and do well in college, but you also have occupational skills that allows you to work part-time now, during the summer, and while going to school to earn money for tuition.
I think the biggest benefit that kids see is just that it's a chance for them to find out what it is that they truly want to do with their life.
The automotive program is constructed of, it's a technology base. We're very current. We teach all information, everything that we can attain. My name is Charles Dram, and I'm one of the 2 automotive instructors here at Davison. Been here for 25 years.
Name's George Johnston, auto instructor here at Davison for 29 years.
And I teach the Automotive 1 course and an introductory course.
Intro class, basically the objective is to just get you familiar with general shop safety, shop equipment.
Intro, it starts out, it's a pretty easy kind of initiation into the field. You learn about tools and engine parts, things like that.
And it's only 1 semester, 1 hour a day.
We introduce them to hands-on the tools, equipment. They learn about some basic systems on the vehicles. And it's open to all students, 9th through 12th grade.
The next level would be what we call Auto Technology 1, which consists of primarily sophomores and juniors.
In Auto 1, you begin to deal more with the different components of the car as far as drivability and mechanically, like brakes and suspension.
Things really change at Auto 1 because now you're dedicated to the class all year long and 2 hours every day.
I enrolled in Auto Tech 1 at the start of the year because my parents wanted me to learn how to work on my own car after I left home. And especially since I'm going on to college next year.
And in the Automotive 1 course, we teach full brake systems and a nationally certified program, steering, suspension, and alignment, and engine performance, ignition systems, and problem diagnosis.
Currently at Davison in our Auto 1 program, we are teaching a NATEF, nationally certified course in brake systems.
They really get a kick out of the brake systems. They're really proud of the fact that they can get into hands-on. They can use scanners and computer scanners to find out problems with stability control, traction control, analog braking, and they seem to excel in that area.
Last year I took Intro to Automotive. It was really fun and I enjoyed it. So this is my senior year. I'm currently taking Auto 1 and 2.
Then you come to Auto 2 and it's strictly electronics. Learn all about the different circuits of the car, computers, just anything that runs electronically, which is almost all of it nowadays.
Cars today, if you don't know electrical electronics, you won't be an auto technician because they're headed that way very rapidly. It's in the news all the time about hybrid cars, so we got to get you used to volts, ohms, and amps.
I want to take Auto 2 because you get down into the electrical work.
Auto 2 is totally dedicated currently at Davison with a NATEF certified course in electrical electronics.
From the engine controls, emissions, fuel systems, suspension, brakes, air conditioning, drive light, everything is computer controlled. So the student has to have a very good desire to learn this, and a good electronic background is really helpful.
People that employ students out of the program are going to look to see if they came from a program that is certified. If a student just says they came from an auto shop program at a high school, it doesn't really tell them anything because anything could have been taught there. Here, we're told what to teach. Our curriculum is nationally laid out, and we have to go right by their guidelines so they know what the finished product or student has been taught because it was done to standards.
A couple years ago, I got into automotive industry and I really enjoy cars a lot. I'm using this class to learn certain safety procedures and different elements, key elements to, an automotive shop that'll really help me in the future with my career.
My favorite part about this class is just being able to take your own vehicles into it and experience real-world problems and be able to work them out and learn.
We feel that the program is very important to the students. It gives them a pretty good opportunity for a career in automotive.
Real shortage of qualified automotive technicians today. So what that means, it's good news for somebody going out into the business, going out in the field for the first time, because you have a lot of opportunities. And they're having a hard time finding qualified techs. So you can go anywhere in the country. If you can work on cars, you can work anywhere.
We find that the students that do very well in our course are able to either go to a post-secondary school, do well, and even enter the job market after high school.
I plan on owning my own custom automotive restyling center one day, and this class is definitely really good to learn procedures and safety precautions. It's a great class.
It's a really good class, mainly for the reason that after high school you know how to work on your own stuff. If you're not even going into a career being an auto technician, you still know how to work on most of your car, and it's a great class.
I fix my family's cars when something's wrong with it. Half the stuff I can fix at home because I got the tools now and the knowledge.
It's a very good living, but you've got to be dedicated to it. Starting income for an average technician after high school and then after completing post-secondary education for at least 2 years is about $32,000 to $34,000 today.
We are very proud of the program that we have. Students that go on from our program into post-secondary, Ferris State University Automotive Schools are very successful in the field.
They're really fun classes. They take up about 4 hours of my day, and I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. You can bring in your own vehicles and work on them.
Well, I would recommend this class to anyone with a remote interest in the automotive field. It's a great opportunity to expand your skills and knowledge, and if you're good at it, you'll save yourself money in the long run.
It's a good occupation, especially if you love cars, live and breathe cars, so to speak. It might be just exactly what you want to spend the biggest part of your life doing.
You can work on customer vehicles, vehicles in the shop, and it's a really fun experience. We need more girls in here.
It's not like any other class you've had in high school. It's really just a great class to learn how to do things hands-on. And if you're really looking for a class to keeps you motivated, keeps you having fun, and keeps you interested throughout the whole year, it's a great class to take.
And there's a huge need for qualified technicians. It doesn't have to be just in Davison. You can travel anywhere from coast to coast and find a job.
Our business classes prepare your student for the real world of work. Everything they learned, they're going to use again in the business field. My name is Teresa Matroka, and I've been teaching here at Davison for 32 years.
My name is Amy Bell, and I'm a teacher at Davison High School. I teach the business management and administration courses.
Basically, I teach BMA, which is business management, and I also teach accounting 1 and 2.
BMA 1 is a lot of the basic skills for the computers and the technology and basic business type skills.
In accounting 1, we cover the entire accounting cycle. And what we teach in 1 year, a college will teach in 15 or 16 weeks.
When I go to college, I'm going to feel more comfortable going into the accounting major because I've already taken 2 courses of accounting in high school, and it's prepared me.
I think just about everyone should have a basic understanding of accounting.
Accounting 1 was a lot easier of a course to take. It was pretty much the basics of accounting, and this year in accounting 2, you learn more in depth about what you do with like how you deal with accounting in businesses.
The BMA classes the kids really enjoy, and they really get into it because most of it is hands-on.
If you plan on attending college, you'll have a better understanding of the computers and you'll feel more comfortable when you go on to college.
Right now I'm in the BMA class, and some things I've learned in it are I've learned how to use a lot of modern software for computers, such as like Excel, PowerPoint, Word.
BMA courses give an advantage to students because we work with the computer technology, we advance them in their typing skills and working with Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, which is all being used in college and in real world.
Oh, there's definitely a lot of new technology. They're always getting new stuff, which keeps you up to date on all the current stuff that they have to offer, and it's really exciting to learn it and be a part of it.
When you jump into BMA 2, it's more of an advanced, it's more project-based. They do a lot more projects, things on their own.
I think that BMA is a really good class because it not only prepares you for college and for your future with any career that you go into, but it helps you with classes in high school already.
The biggest favorite thing of the students is doing the PowerPoint presentations. They do an all about me PowerPoint presentation, which they put pictures of themselves in. They talk about their likes, their dislikes.
The course is basically about teaching us basic skills that we're going to need for our career and college. It makes college a lot less scarier now.
What we're going to do with the all about me is we're going to turn it around and make it like a
resume that's a PowerPoint presentation so they can keep and give it to future employers.
We spend a lot of time on resumes and career reports and interviews, and we have speakers come in who will talk to students about career opportunities.
Accounting is a really good class to take, even if you're not planning on being an accountant for your future career. I've learned quite a bit from it.
In accounting, too, is just really advanced work.
It was basically just an extent of Accounting 1. It just goes into more detailed, like bonds and marketable securities, and shows you how to do your taxes.
I think accounting is important for students to gain the understanding of the language of transactions, of credits and debits, of cash flow statements, income statements, profit and loss.
Actually, after high school, I'm going to Michigan State to become an accountant and to major in accounting, so I'm definitely going to use accounting after high school.
They need to understand the basic language of business, which accounting provides the foundation for. All the programs use computers in some sort of sense, so this class prepares them for basically any type of career you plan on going into.
My future plan is definitely something in computers. The BMA class really prepares me for what I need to know to go into that field.
I would like to emphasize that here in our BMA program, because we have vocational funding, all of our equipment is up to date. If there are new programs out, then we teach them in BMA.
There are a lot of opportunities for kids to get awards and show off their leadership abilities in Business Professionals of America.
We have a lot of fun in our classes too, not just strictly all work. And we will have the Business Professionals of America Club starting up again next year so that students can test their skills against those of other students all over the country.
Small businesses or large businesses are growing. Their need for computers and technology is there. They've got to have someone who can help make sure it's all running on the same page. In the computer repair class, students will learn how to build, take apart, troubleshoot, diagnose computers on a lot of different levels, and also can lead to certification, which is a much needed thing now in the job market. When a student goes on to college, they take with them the skills that they can use to be the person that gets called on campus, or the person in their dorm who's asked to fix viruses or replace a video card. After completing the computer repair class, students have an opportunity to take CompTIA, which is a certified organization which is recognized by the industry in terms of their excellence. They have a chance to take a test which gives them a certification in computer repair, software, and hardware. When that's on their resume, they'll have doors open that maybe didn't before, because that tells the employer that they're serious. The networking class takes it to a different level. Everything we have now is networked, whether it's cell phones on towers, cable TV. It allows students to see the topologies and the differences in network structures. So the networking class is going to deal more with how computers and devices of technology communicate with each other. Learning this networking skills and things that we'll learn in class and going on and moving through college and networking, you could be the person that takes care of the backbone or the structure of the business. Articulation is a big part of career and tech ed classes. Working with Baker, Mott, Ferris State, the classes that are taught at Davison High School are coordinated with those colleges, therefore students receive college credit for them.
Some of my students have earned up to 1 year of credit at Baker College because we articulate there.
If they receive a B or better in an accounting class, they can receive three credits at either of those three colleges in accounting, which means instead of taking Accounting 101 their freshman year, they won't have to take it. It's already been articulated through Davison High School. So it really saves and gives kids an opportunity sometimes to be 15 credits ahead, which is almost an entire semester of college.
For all of you that are looking to take this class, I really recommend it. And for all of you that aren't, I still recommend it because the benefits are plentiful and it's just a really great class to take.
From what I've learned from taking BMA 1 and 2, I'm pretty confident that I'll have enough knowledge with the programs that I won't have any trouble when I have to do work in college.
The freshman or the new student who hasn't really decided on a career yet definitely should take BMA classes in accounting so that they can get a feel for the different types of careers that are available.
I think everybody should take it. I think nowadays with technology, the way it's progressing, that you know, can't go anywhere without seeing a computer and, you know, learning how to do all that stuff. So I think taking these classes really can help you out in the everyday life of any job you take.
The students in the past have told me that they like the hugs and the kisses that the children give to them, and they like to see the growth that the children have had from the time they've started.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Strader, and I'm the director of the Cardinal's Nest.
Before I even graduated high school, I got to be in the job or the profession I knew I wanted to be in.
We together here in my room work as a team, and we strive to do our very best with the kids, and we have a lot of activities that are educational for them.
Some of the career opportunities are, they could be a preschool teacher, they could be a caregiver, they could be an administrative director of a child care program. They could even go on and take some more college classes.
I went through the co-op program, and I went through it here at Davison Schools, through Davison Schools at the Cardinal's Nest, and was going through child development classes at Mott Community College. That's why I wanted to be a co-op, to get my foot in the door, to have some experience before I got into college. And I think that that helped me out going through college.
We've had co-ops for the last several years, and it's been a great attribute to the children too. They bring a lot of fresh new ideas with them. I had 4 hours, I think. And then after my 4th hour, then I came here. So basically, my 5th and 6th hour was doing something that I liked.
With the co-op training, they're able to go into a daycare center, family group home, be able to have the qualifications, the experience that they need to work in a licensed daycare.
I love my job. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love working with these kids.
Students in the 5th and 6th hour will be working with infants and toddlers, preschoolers. They will be helping the teacher develop some programs, arts and craft projects. They'll be reading with the students. We'll try to teach them some discipline techniques.
What I enjoy about the job is the children, especially at this age level, the preschool age level, which is 4- and 5-year-olds. We're preparing them for kindergarten, and it's just a great experience to work with the children because we learn so much from them as they learn from us.
Opportunities for childcare after high school, we like to hire our students. We know that they're good, reliable people.
I started out in a child care program at Davison High School, which led into the co-op program through the Cardinal's Nest. And after that, they hired me in after a year.
If they're interested in looking at elementary education or even high school, this would be a good start. They'll either make them or break them.
As the program increases, we'll be able to offer more high school students more part-time jobs so that they can find their field in education, whether it's daycare, elementary education, or high school.
And then after high school, they just kept me on, and I went to college, getting my child development degree. I knew I wanted to work with children since I was probably about 7th grade.
Students who take vocational training at the Cardinal's Nest can go on and get their CDA. CDA is completed either at Mott or U of M, or they can do it as an independent study. It's just a credential that NAEYC recognizes.
In the center, we have infants through latchkey children, which can be up to age 12, I believe. Primarily, I'm working with the 4- and 5-year-olds, but I have experience going in the toddler room a couple of times, and that's been pretty fun working with the 2-year-olds, because they're all over the place.
It's a great child care is great. And here at the Cardinal's Nest, they offer a variety of programs, which, are from birth, to school age and even older for during the summer.
To take programs in high school for child care would be great because it gives them an opportunity to see if this is where they want to grow. if it's something that they're really interested in. And it broadens their education and dealing with children of their own when they have them.
I have 3 daughters of my own, and I just wanted to be more educated about the actually early, childhood development.
Childcare is good for both men and women. Students need the male figure. They don't have a lot of those sometimes.
I feel that the infant room is the room that they develop the most in. That's where they're learning how to talk, learning how to sit up, learning how to crawl, learning how to walk.
If students are interested in taking childcare, they can give me a call and come on over and do a day on the job, follow me around, follow a teacher around. That'll just give them a little bit of an idea of what goes on.
I love the kids. It's fun, it's exciting. You never know what the day's gonna bring.
We see them grow up. We see them do a lot of things that, other people may not see, and I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a tough job because, you're dealing with 18 toddlers and it can be quite hectic in here, but at the same time, we're having fun. We have a great time and the kids have a great time and it's just absolutely rewarding.
The portfolio that the students will compile has their autobiography on it, resumes, letter of recommendations from other people, friends, relatives, some teachers, their projects that they do, stories that they've read.
But if they study the actual early childhood development, programs and they go through the co-op and they, come here to work at the Cardinal's Nest, it gives them a better outlook on it and it gives them a better hands-on experience.
They get the chance to see what it's really like to work in a daycare center.
Miss Amanda, I've had a great day. I'm so happy you're here. I missed you when you were gone yesterday. This is a great feeling knowing that you actually have an impact in their life.
My name is Tom Benton. I'm the co-op coordinator at Davison High School.
Co-oping is a great opportunity for kids to find out, to put the skills that they've learned in class, to the real world.
Cooperative education is where students receive credit during their senior year for working a part-time job while enrolled in one of our CTE programs.
I think the advantages of co-op are definitely to just prepare you for the world. You got so many decisions to make in your high school career, where you're going to college, what you want to do in college, what do you want to go to college for. Co-op just gives you that idea whether you want to do that job or not.
The benefits of cooperative education to students is one, that they are able to learn and enhance new skills at the workplace. Number 2, they're able to earn money and save it for their own personal spending or even for college tuition. And 3, it gives them responsibility. They have to manage their own time. Most students leave at the end of 4th hour, and many of them work right after school, but some of them work later at night or even just on the weekends.
Now you've got an employer. You need to show up for work. You've got responsibilities. Everything you're going to need as you go post-college into the real world.
But we do ask the students to average around 15 hours a week in order to be on co-op.
What Davison State Bank has done, we decided we wanted to recognize co-op students. So what we've set up is a co-op student of the month, where the student is nominated by their employer. Then also what we've done is set up a year-end scholarship. A co-op student of the year receives a $500 scholarship from Davison State Bank. It's our way of recognizing Davison High School's co-op program and the way we help out Davison community.
The criterion we look for in picking students for co-op is that they have good grades in their related CTE class, that they have good attendance in high school, and that the job is related to what their career pathway or goal is.
My name is Don Dunkley. I'm the manager at Rite Aid in Davison, and I thoroughly enjoy working with the co-op program. It has a lot of benefits for my business and a lot of benefits for the student.
I think this co-op job will help me a lot because my plans right now are to attend Ferris State University and do their 6-year program, come out as a pharmacist.
Students get credit and a grade for co-op. The grade is based on 5 things. One is the evaluation of their supervisor at the work site. 2 is turning in timesheets and time logs of activities that they do at the job. 3 is their related grade in their CTE class. 4 is their attendance in school. We want them to maintain good attendance while they're on co-op, both at work and at school. And the 5th one is that they're involved in either working on a portfolio or working on internet money skills activities where they learn the financial responsibilities of being an independent teenager.
My name is Jeff Van Camp, partner at Creekwood Architecture. We've done the co-op project this is our 2nd year.
Well, number one, they get a willing part-time employee, and it gives them the opportunity to look at someone for full-time employment, say after they graduate from high school or college. We have so many different businesses now in Davison. That's a good resource to get future employees.
I'm a graduate from Davison High School. Last year, my senior year, I was part of the co-op program, which got me here at Creekwood Architecture.
It's good to start out in a co-op program if whatever field you're going into, because it gives you the experience. And work is all about experience. When you go into a job interview, they want to know if you've had work experience or not. And with a co-op program, you do get the experience firsthand.
I got into the co-op program through Davison High School. I went through interviews here with Marilyn Strader, and she hired me in as a co-op student. And after a year of being a co-op student, she hired me in as a full-time worker.
Of co-op, but I don't know, I just see it's a really good idea to do because number one, you're making money during school and you're getting the school credits for it, so.
My name is Karen Eaton. I'm the Executive Director at the UAW-GM Child Development Center in Flint, Michigan. And we have now Krista's our second co-op student from Davison High School.
I currently work at the UAW-GM Child Development Center. I'm a senior and I'm working during my school hours. Last year as a junior, I took part in the child development class at Davison, and I had to take that in order to do co-op. I really encourage everyone to participate in co-op. It's a great advantage to help you decide what you want to do in your career.
My name is Paul Pulaski. I'm the used car manager at Jim Walter and Pontiac Buick GMC here in Davison. The Davison co-op program has been a huge success for our dealership because of scheduling, and then also it's a prime opportunity to let young people in the workforce show them discipline as far as responsibilities, being to work on time. It gives them great recruiting possibilities for us, future employees.
Yeah, I really like co-op. I mean, I believe it really does help out kids and stuff like that. They can actually get a workplace environment, and they can learn a lot of things. They can watch the salesmen around here, and you can pick up some really good skills.
But again, it gets you within that business so that they can say, when you finish your degree, you can come back and maybe get a job from them, or you can put it on a resume and say, I did this in high school. I was that eager to be part of this world.
My advice to students who are considering taking co-op as a senior is to be certain to take CTE classes beginning in the sophomore, junior year, so that you can be enrolled in the advanced classes as a senior and be ready to really get a good co-op job and have a great experience.
I took advantage of the CTE. I took business management 1 and 2. I'm currently enrolled in marketing right now, and I believe it really gave me some life skills that I can really use in my future jobs, including this one.
I enjoyed it. You get paid and go to school. You get credits for school and you also get paid. Can't be any better than that.
I don't see why people don't take it. It gives you the experience and money and credits. Why wouldn't?
Actually, there are 5 classes in the drafting and design area. The beginning class is called Beginning Drafting. In there, kids learn the basics of drawing. They learn how to sketch, how to draw manual drawings using drafting tools.
I started my freshman year in Architectural Design 1, and we were doing it on paper, which was manually. We drew houses and came up with our own style and used our own taste and put it in houses.
You also use the computers, and they're going to learn a little bit of CAD. But again, it's a semester class, just an introductory type class.
I started out my sophomore year by taking the Architectural 1 class where we used AutoCAD, which is a two-dimensional version where you learn how to draw houses.
The beginning drafting is important just for anybody to have some understanding of the graphic language, how to draw things, how to communicate what you want on a sheet of paper.
I am a senior here. I'm in Architectural Design 2 right now.
Then they do at Architectural 2, they do a 3D class where they draw houses, but at this time they do 3D modeling. And in the modeling, they can create an actual model of the house. They can turn, look through it. They can do a walkthrough where you walk through the house and see the different rooms and so on. So it's a little more advanced, but again, it's still CAD.
Then my junior year, I took Architectural Design 2, and for about half the year, we used AutoCAD 2D, and we just drew more houses, and I think we drew a convenience store.
Right now, we're doing a hotel for Architectural Design 2. I've used AutoCAD and Revit, which is what we're in right now, Revit.
I'm a senior here at Davison High School, and I started off in 9th grade with this class. I went into Architectural Design 1, then that's where you can draw houses, stuff like that. Then I went into Architectural 2.
Also, after drafting, they can go into engineering design.
In 11th grade, I decided to go the engineering side of it, and I started with Engineering 1.
Our Engineering Design 1 CAD is 2D CAD. But here they draw mechanical parts like auto parts would use for GM and so on. Kind of more mechanical in nature, as the name implies.
And now I'm in Engineering 2. I think this is a really good class that you can benefit from.
Engineering 2, they do 3D stuff where they design models. From those models, they can make different drawings off the models in a 3D mode. And they can actually put motion to the model so they can see things move and so on. So really, those are the 5 classes that we consider drafting and design curriculum.
If you're looking to take some kind of drawing class, you like to draw and design stuff, and that's probably the class you want to take because everything's pretty much done on computers, so you don't have to go and use pencils and stuff like that right away. You just get to draw it on computers, have fun.
If you were an incoming freshman, or actually be an incoming 8th grader or freshman, this class offers a lot of good benefits because you learn not only about the house and what you're going to build, what you could futurely live in, but you learn a lot of things about, foundations and house and floor plans. You learn the basics of building a house.
The workforce is going to be a more high-tech workforce all the time. There are probably fewer design jobs now than there used to be, but a designer has to know everything now. A designer has to know how to not only draw the part, but they have to know how to put that simulation into the part. They have to know how to make sure the part can be built. They have to do a lot of work like that. So it's really more of a high-tech.
I plan on going to Lawrence Tech once I graduate high school to get my degree in architecture. So these classes I've taken will end up helping me out because I'll already know the programs and some of the basics about what I need to know for architecture.
If I go into architectural design, then I'll have a good background, so it'll help me a lot.
I've learned a lot in here. I'm going to Kettering University for engineering next year, and I think I'll have a head start on everybody by going through what Davison's got here. We got the newest computers. We've always got the newest software every year, and we get a really good head start on everybody.
We have something now called 3D simulation, where you can actually simulate things moving. Like we have a car jack, where as you turn the car jack, the jack will raise. You can put a pressure on it. You can tell how much torque has to go on that jack to raise it so far, how many turns you have to make to raise it. All that motion can actually be simulated into a 3D.
My favorite part of the class is just coming in here and knowing what I have to do and getting it done. You're not put under any pressure. You just work at your own pace.
I guess my favorite part of this class, you don't really have any homework. You get as much time as you need really on all your drawings. There's not a lot of assignments. You just got drawings, and it'd be a hard class to not get a really good grade in.
One of the importances from this class that I'm getting is that later in life when I want to build a house, I mean everybody needs one, you're going to recognize things on a floor plan that you normally wouldn't, and you can build your own house if you like.
In my architectural class, the students probably just enjoy designing houses from scratch. Some of the houses we do, everybody draws the same house. I give them this house, I say, okay, everybody's going to draw the same thing. They don't care for that. When they get to design their own house, they get excited.
We're going to be doing our own house, which you get to make from scratch at the end of the year.
So it's an ever-changing curriculum, and that's kind of exciting.
There's a lot of opportunities. You can have a good head start on a lot of college classes by taking the classes we have here.
Coming into high school, I was very interested in architecture, so I started taking some architectural classes and CAD classes, which after 3 years in my junior year, I decided that I wanted to try and get into an architecture firm.
We have some co-op kids that go out of co-op, and of course they do work in industry.
If you're planning on going to college for any of this kind of stuff, you can really benefit from this class.
I definitely felt like I was a step ahead of the rest.
Are you not sure what you're going to do with the rest of your life? Do you not know what your future job's going to be? Did you know that 50% of all jobs are marketing related? You could get a job in advertising, travel and tourism, sports and entertainment, retail management. All these different types of jobs are available in marketing. My name's Matt Ames. I'm one of the marketing teachers here at Davison High School.
Before Marketing 1, I didn't know what I wanted to do as a career, but now I do. It's guided me to what I want to be. I want to do something in business, possibly open up my own business.
They start off with the introduction to business classes, and those are offered to freshmen and sophomores, and they give you a variety of different basic skills which prepare you for future business classes. After that, the next step is Marketing 1.
I'm in Marketing 1. Marketing is a lot of fun. We do a lot of projects.
Marketing 1, you start out by learning about selling, and we have our Cardinal discount card that we sell, and students make a commission by going out and selling this card to local people in the community.
Marketing 1, we learn a lot of business and we learn a lot of entrepreneurship and everything. It's a lot of fun. It's a great opportunity for college, and I would recommend taking this class.
After that, we learn other skills. We have a car project that we do in class where you learn about different products and the warranties that are available on the products. We do some interviewing skills where you'll learn how to fill out a job application. You'll learn how to go out and get the job that you want to get for your future career.
After taking marketing, I want to get into the whole business scene with international business or whatever. And marketing is really a good segue into getting into college if you want to get into business.
In Marketing 2, you'll learn how to apply these skills to a real situation, our Cardinal shop.
Marketing 2 is actually the operation of the Cardinal shop. Students finish Marketing 1 first, and then usually as juniors or seniors they come in here and students run and operate the entire store.
Cardinal shop is located in our cafeteria, and 30 students work in there every school year.
We break the students into 3 groups. One group runs the store during the week. One group actually helps do some of the behind-the-scenes activities in the store, making deposits, handling promotions, doing the displays. And then they actually help us run the Cardinal shop during our Z lunch. And then the third group is in a classroom setting. They actually cover a lot of the curriculum marketing too, the purchasing, the merchandising, the research, the marketing, all those competencies that people need for marketing management careers, both right out of high school and for students who plan to go on to college.
With working in the store, it's like having a job. It's being in a job situation, interacting with co-workers, bosses.
In the spring, select and spend close to $20,000 on beginning inventory of merchandise, of clothing, spirit items. Then we open up as soon as school starts. We even have operated and formed a roadshow where we take all of our merchandise to football and basketball games.
When the students take this class, the second-year marketing students take this class, they come in with skills that they learned in Marketing 1, and they apply those skills to working in the store.
Which is a great experience. You learn how to do deposits, you work with people, do merchandise. It's a great experience.
There's many different jobs that we can do. We have to make sure the store is clean, maintain it, make sure that we don't have any product loss by shoplifting or
any different types of things that will hurt the profit of the store, which the store is a non-profit organization. It directly goes back into the store. It's directly for the students.
They do advertising and promotion plans, and they do special events and fundraising events.
And not only do you learn a lot, but it gives you a great chance to meet tons of new people.
Well, I personally work in a retail store, so it just kind of all counteracts together. And with what I want to go into, fashion merchandising, it also all just kind of comes together. And it definitely helps if you want to go into anything business, marketing related. It's something that'll definitely prep you for college classes.
And fortunately, this year we also have, for Marketing 2, an articulation agreement with Mott, where students can actually get credit for marketing at Mott Community College. And also, we also have an articulation with Baker.
My favorite part about running the store is just that it prepares me for the real world.
My favorite part about marketing is DECA.
DECA is a very important part of our marketing program. It's the vocational youth club for marketing. It allows kids to have opportunities both for leadership opportunities and also for recognition for competing.
In Marketing 2, we participate in an organization called DECA, which is an organization of marketing students where they compete in different career areas related to business and marketing at competitions at the state and national level.
Our DECA program is one of the best in the state. We started up DECA here at our high school 6 years ago, and every year we've grown our program.
The students have done a program of work that have really involved kids in competition, raised money for MDA and civic causes.
It's kind of like sports. We start off at the district level and we go up to Saginaw, and you'll compete against local schools, Flushing, Grand Blanc, Carmen Ainsworth, and if you do well at that, you move on to the state competition. Our state competition is held in Dearborn every year.
This is our project for the DECA Club that you can get in when you're involved in marketing classes. You can start when you're in Marketing 1 or you can start when you're in Marketing 2, it doesn't matter. This is our project for the statewide competition. First, you have to go through the districts.
I was introduced to DECA through my best friend Stephanie, who's actually the president of our DECA chapter. And she would talk to me about like the competitions and the things that you could go, like the places that you could travel. For instance, this year, if we win and go to nationals, we get to go to Anaheim, California.
In competitions, you have to learn to use your marketing skills and your things you learn in both marketing classes. Like on our project, we have our marketing strategies, is what I learned in Marketing 1.
We worked really hard, and the thing is that I think I learned more through doing this project. We're doing ours on the transportation system, the buses actually, than I could have with doing everything that we do in class. It's a really hands-on type thing, so I think a lot of people should consider getting involved with DECA, and certainly at least getting into marketing, because you learn so much about life and just really people skills and just owning your own business and things like that.
There's also like fun things you can do with marketing, like we get to go to an auto show, we get to go to conferences, and you do get to miss school, and it is fun.
So it's pretty exciting and fun, and lots of students enjoy doing that.
It's a really good class because it gets you ready for if you want to run your own business, like entrepreneurship.
We've just started up an entrepreneurship class, and what that is it's small business ownership. So if you ever have the dream that you want to open up your own business, whether that's a drafting business, a retail store, or whatever the business would be, you might want to take the entrepreneurship class.
Marketing 2 is definitely completely different from any other regular high school class where you sit down in the classroom, take notes, listen to a lecture, and do book work. There's actually very little book work involved.
There's many different things that you can do in order to be successful in the real world, and this helps out a lot.
They learn hands-on job skills that they can take and they can apply to a job. If you're a people person, if you've always thought you wanted to work in retail or marketing, and by the way, there is no career that doesn't involve marketing.
So if you're not sure what you'd like to do, or if you would like to go into something business related, you definitely should enroll in one of the marketing classes.
Just any career that you can think of needs promotion, needs advertising, needs somebody to go out and sell it. And so if you feel like that's the kind of job that you're looking for, marketing is the program that you want to be involved in.
You get to meet people, you get to do exciting things, you get to go on trips that you would never get to do in a lot of other jobs. So if you're not the type of person that wants to sit behind a desk do the same thing every day, marketing is a job for you.
I think from this class I feel very confident to take another marketing class in college. I feel like my knowledge for this class has really helped me along.
I think this class is very useful for students who are going into college or in a business career.
A well-rounded group of students who not only are interested in marketing as a career, but also in community service and getting ready for careers in college and marketing.
I'm planning to go to college after high school, and I'm planning to go into some business classes. The reason being is that maybe I want to start my own business someday, and that's a great opportunity because I already got high school experience, and if when I go into college and take business classes, I'll have the experience I've already needed, and it helps me out more.
It's a really good opportunity.
Name's Louis Renner. This is my third year here at Davison High School, teaching woodworking and drafting.
I'm a freshman at Davison High School, and I took woodshop class because I thought it'd be a fun class.
We have an intermediate class, and this is an example here of what those students make, the Adirondack chairs. And before you can take the intermediate class, there's a beginning woodworking class.
I'm a senior at Mr. Renner's first hour beginning woods class. I like this class a lot. I think it's a good class for kids to take because they can learn more than just how to cut a piece of wood. They'll learn all the different types of wood and how they can craft many different things, and they might be able to even take on a job like after high school as like a construction worker or a teacher.
I was interested because I like building things with wood. It's fun. It's a challenge.
What we have here is right now we have two programs, actually 3 different classes in the wood shop here, which are both with the high school students and also with the Davison Alternative High School students.
I'm a senior at Davison High School. I took first wood shop at 1 and wood shop 2. It's just a great class because you can build things. I built stools, working on a coffee table right now. And you just work with machinery, cut wood and all that, and learn measurements and stuff. And it's great for, you know, getting out into the job maybe later on in your life.
I'm a student at Davison High. I'm in 11th grade, and I took woodshop 1 last semester, and I'm now in woodshop 2.
You learn how to use the tools and safety measures that go along with it, the responsibilities.
You can use the machine that's over there that cuts out your own designs, and it makes your designs on wood, and you can have your own little picture frames.
When I started 3 years ago, we were able to take and get a Verizon grant to introduce technology into the woods program. And I thought about what type of technology we could take and incorporate. And what we ended up doing was investing in a wood CNC mill. And this is an example of what that technology has been able to do for us. And this is far more applicable to students coming through this program, being able to take and apply this after the high school. And as you can see here, it's basically, I call it a big sign maker, but it is really open to some creativity with some CAD programs, some design work, and it allows for quite a wide degree of sign making.
It's a lot of hands-on, but you get a lot of free time in the class as you take the class. So it's a pretty cool class if you want a really fun and interesting class. You get to meet a lot of cool people.
The overall goal that I would like to see the students gain from the program itself is have the ability to be able to take and do some type of a project yourself once you're out of high school and you have your own, say, apartment or home even, so that if you have the ability to take and estimate the amount of wood, say for a kitchen or living room renovation type work, have the ability to take and use a few simple hand tools and power tools, take and determine a design for it, calculations as to how much wood you're going to need, and the other material for that project.
After you get out of high school, you can use it for, like, instead of going out and building or buying a bunch of shelves and stuff, you can make your own shelves.
I mean, it's not just wood that you can work with. By working with wood, it'll lead to other things like working with metal.
This is an opportunity for someone to come in and learn get a real good, strong foundation.
My favorite part of woodshop is actually being hands-on, one-on-one with Mr. Renner, learning different new tricks and different little things that he knows more than we do, and seeing all the new tools.
Oh, it's different from a regular class because you're not always sitting down and you get to get up and move around.
If you're thinking about taking a class, woodshop would be an awesome class because you don't have to, sit around teachers, do math homework. You can be hands-on, work what you want to do. It's just great.
The district will continue to take and have this type of program, particularly the woods and the drafting that I'm involved in. And I just can't encourage people enough to take advantage of that and have an opportunity to take and pursue something where after high school, you can take and make a decent earning working on your own as a carpenter, as a construction employee, as a finisher. And it's something where you're your own boss and you don't have to take and go in and punch a clock.
You can use this class after high school for jobs such as carpentry. It might help you if you take your builder's license, just to have a background knowledge of wood and tools and what you're doing.
When you're working with your hands and over a period of time develop any kind of a project, there is a lot of investment in time in order to take, say, simply make an Adirondack chair or some of the other projects that students undertake. But it's the overall satisfaction of having that finished product.
The favorite part about woodshop is the actual building of the project and the finished result. Makes it feel real good because you just see what you actually build with your own hands, and really rewarding.